Still food services, food banks. There's no shame in surviving. Yes, it would be nice if society was different, but ultimately you have to do what you have to do to survive. If you have no food because you need to pay your rent, go get a box of food from the food people, the people I was talking about before, the food bank. In my local area, there's like 10 of them, and this is not a gigantic city. Mostly we'd laugh if you knew how small it was compared to most American cities, but yeah, there's a lot of them that have various levels of requirements. Use these resources. Learn. If there's one thing I can tell you to give your mind and body some sort of solace, it is to use your resources. And you don't know what they are. You need to call the numbers. You need to be on hold. You need to be sitting there. And I know it's annoying. It's frustrating. You're just hoping someone's going to throw you a lifeline. Eventually, somebody will. It's not going to be your first phone call. Probably. You might get lucky. I've gotten that luck a few times in my life. But the fact is, there are services that will help you no matter how far down in life you are. Don't give up. Get your mind and your body as healthy as they can be. A little bit of meditation wouldn't kill you. And like I said, don't be afraid to create something. I don't care if you doodle. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, which you can still get pretty much anywhere. And people are always giving out promotional books, so that way, their face is on the front with whatever service they're offering. I have thousands of those notepads lined up. Maybe not thousands, but enough to keep me going. And maybe you just doodle something. Maybe you do one of those childhood games where you draw the triangles and the circles and you try to shoot the pen between them. It doesn't matter. Get a deck of cards. Why a deck of cards? Very simple. Because you can play solitaire anywhere. You can play all the spider solitaires and all that sort of thing. That way you're not using data up on your phone. There's lots of ways for you to occupy your mind. But the most important thing is to try to let your consciousness and your unconsciousness balance. And that's the key message of today. Your mind and your body need to be in balance. And most of the world is not close to being balanced. Even I'm not. I'm not ashamed to say that. But achieving that balance should be one of your goals. And even if you're lying in a ditch somewhere and you've been shanked and your best friend was just cheating with your significant other and all these things that just happened to you, there's still an opportunity to find that balance. There's still an opportunity to survive. Remember, the odds of you even coming to exist are on the order of millions to one. Factor in your parents coming into existence, growing up, meeting each other, and deciding they wanted a child one way or the other. We're now into the billions, if not the trillions. Factor in your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and so forth back down the line. You are a miracle. You are a treasure. You need to make sure that that treasure stays intact for as long as it can. It will break down eventually. It will break down. Right now, it's your treasure. And how you keep it is up to you. We underestimate our capacity and how tough we are. Yes, the human body is fragile, but it's also very tough. Look at the Inuit who survive in sub-zero for a lot of the year. They put up with the worst weather conditions, and they're doing it with like a kudlik for fire, and they're building their house out of snow. Compare that to the Kalahari Bushmen, who have the exact opposite, where it's 80 degrees Celsius, sometimes with all the factors figured in, pretty damn close to the boiling point of water, and they just simply shift their activities to the night, when you can move around a bit easier. The human body is very tough. The human mind can be put back together. There are people who are mentally ill and mentally disabled. I grant that to you. But you know what? They still can think. they still can feel. There's still a person there. And as long as there's a person, we can reach them. In conclusion, there's lots of people out there. We're all lost in our own way. Or to quote the old Blue Rodeo song, we are lost together. You have a triangle of your body, your mind, and your spirit. We talked about the body and the mind a lot today. And imagine at some point, I'll get around to doing the spirit. But the most important thing is remember, you are a treasure. You are a gift. You have a unique perspective in this world, and that is valuable. So keep that in your mind. We hope you enjoyed this extended. Well, actually, no, it's not extended. If we go back to the old Silverlight episodes, they were about this long. So this back to normal Silverlight show. If you did, don't forget to click the link down in the description and buy one of my books. It really helps out the channel. And if you're patient enough to listen this long, I suspect you'll be patient enough to read one of my books. And we hope you have a fantastic day.